Well, hello, everybody listening or tuning into our latest episode of
What's the Trend?
That's right. I am Casie Mason.
And I am Aaron Weeks.
And we are so excited to welcome you into today's fresh episode,
Yes.
episode 11.
Are you crazy? We're back at our regular scheduled programming.
We are back.
I gotta admit, I kind of miss doing our regular thing. Like, it was a nice break for a minute, but I was like, man, I want to get back in here and talk about, the stuff that we want to.
That's right. What he's alluding to is if you listen to our very special episode 10 with special guest Haley Kirby,
Yes.
we did
Check that out if you haven't already. It's so much fun.
We, did also a fall festival recap, which she was dubbed the Nut Club Princess. So that's why we were so excited to have her on our show. Of course, just to catch up too. We love you, Haley Kirby.
Yes, love you.
But last week, she was a bit of a struggle. We were all exhausted.
Yes, because we were going to do a special episode down there as a bonus, but our schedules scheduling difficulties, as they say in the business, it just didn't align at all because you had to do nights and I had to do mornings still, and it was just
our PR team really messed that one up for us. My people called his people, and his people had to call my people. Just a lot of moving parts.
It was just a cluster
which
of
is
problems.
why we want to take a moment and apologize to all of our loyal. Look, I can already tell. I sincerely mean this apology. I can barely get it out. Our loyal What's the Trend viewers and listeners who've been with us since day one, folks. We owe you an apology. Dare we say we lied?
It may have been my fault, but
I think it was mine too. We'll both take the blame.
We'll both take the heat on it.
Look at us. We're so good at apologies. Wow. My husband would beg to differ, but here we are.
If we ever get canceled, we're gonna have to just do a whole
apology episode. So here's the deal. We told you guys we would release a bonus episode from the Fall Festival earlier this week, but you know what? As you can tell from our pity party we just had, we were tired and busy, and the Fall Festival week, it just got away from us, folks. We're sorry. When you're eating that much fried food, it really slows a gal down. So anyways, next year.
The good thing is we're going to do like a recap for you because like we have talked about earlier, we hadn't been there in a very long time. It was 10 years for me. I don't know how long.
It was at least 10 for me, my friend.
So it was just a whole new experience. Like, I mean, there are some things that are completely the same, but there's a lot of things that were different at the same time.
Amen. It's funny because not only did you go back this year, but you were in the thick of it. You were down there almost every day. Providing content for 14 News.
100%.
Again, Aaron Weeks, our digital content producer extraordinaire here. So if you see it online, it's usually this guy and your team.
Yes, my team and us we had a good time doing it, I will say, but it was a lot of work.
Oh, by Friday we were like,
by Friday I was like clocking in at the last, like, oh my gosh.
What if we record our podcast? It needs to be done like mid to early weeks so that we have the chance, we, meaning Aaron, has the chance to take it upon himself to take one for our team here and edit and get it out into the masses. And by Friday evening, we ran out of time. So
yeah, I was just like, I hope the episode just turns out okay, and I think it did.
It did great.
I think it did.
So what great foods did you get the chance to eat?
I didn't.
Most importantly.
I didn't get to try a lot this year. I did have like a hot dog.
Oh, bless.
I mean, like, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that.
Also, I didn't have any cash, so I was like, whatever takes the card, I'm going to be getting.
That is so funny.
Yes, I would do a hot dog, and then I did a Grippo's mac and cheese.
Oh,
not mac and cheese, a Grippo's grilled cheese.
Grippo's grilled cheese.
And if you don't know what Grippo's are, anybody that's not around the tri-state,
all of our
it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know about it until I moved to Indiana.
It must be. I didn't realize it was a regional thing.
It was a huge, everybody was like, you got to have Grippo's barbecue chips.
And you're like, challenge accepted.
And it was good. It was good.
Slap it on a grilled cheese.
But it's exactly what you would expect.
Yes.
It is just like chips smashed into a grilled
smacks
cheese.
His hands together.
But whatever,
I tell you what, like you said, Grippo's mac and cheese. I mean, hey, I'd try that too.
Me too.
You did it right. It sounds like you did the Fall Fest right.
I did.
Did you get to just go enjoy it a little with friends
bit, yes.
and kind of have like a walk around good time?
I did. On Friday and Saturday night.
Separate from
Friday and Saturday night, I did have
good
time to actually explore it.
Good.
Instead of just kind of like having to work it. It's a completely different vibe when you're working it. In a good way, though.
Definitely.
Like, both ways are fun and awesome, but like, where you can just like take a breath and like
take a Grippo and just
and like you have the option to like leave if you
yes
want to.
We don't have to stay. We don't have to. You actually are clocked out. We don't have to stay on the clock.
That being said, it was fun to kind of get out of the office and do something different.
You absolutely killed it. You were so busy down there.
I mean, you did too. My gosh.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'll take the compliment. It was a busy week.
Seriously, you had to do a completely switched schedule in the middle of the week.
It was wild. Well, anything else you want to add about your recap?
I'm just like, I'm happy that we got to do it. And I'm also happy that we have to wait another year for it. So.
I know. I kind of fall fested out, if that's okay to say.
No.
The West Side Nut Club would be. They agree. They're like, we all just need it.
I think all of them
to
would
decompress now. Yeah.
agree that like a week's enough.
Week is enough. We had a good time. It's like spring break, but
Absolutely.
for the West Side and in the fall.
Yes, and cheaper alcohol.
Cheaper alcohol too, and you know, bring your cash, have a good time. What happens at the Fall Fest stays at the Fall Fest,
Truly.
unless it ends up on Aaron's
unless it ends
social
up on the
media
TikTok
on 14 News. So, which truly highly recommend you guys go to the 14 News TikTok because that video that Aaron put together during his time down there is.
It was a lot of fun.
A work of art.
It was a lot of fun.
I had a great time
about
too.
You? I was going to ask.
I tell you what, I was happy that we're going to start this show off with a recap because same to you, my friend. I mean, what you just said, it was a long time since I'd been down there. I think about 10 years, about the same. We had our reasons. I didn't live here for a couple years. And I thought I would get to go do like a Fall Fest thing or two. Of course, you know, I work sunrise on the morning show. So my hours are weird. And so are yours.
Yeah.
And we're in it together. But I get a call Thursday before Fall Festival from our managers here. And they were like, hey, sweet, wonderful evening news anchor Jamie French is going to be out next week. How would you feel about like mid through the week to Friday? Wednesday through Friday, mid through the week. I don't know. Words are hard. Basically, Wednesday through Friday, Casie, do you want to come cover our evening shows for us? So I know I got the chance to do some in-studio anchoring.
It is cute that they're like, it's a light suggestion.
Yeah, just
but
also,
it's a little push.
Please come do this.
Yes.
So it was really great. Of course, I made sure viewers know, like, again, Jamie French was out of town. And overall, I'm so long-winded, but I'll just say long story short, short story long in my case. I had a really cool Fall Fest experience for my first time back in 10 years, getting to not only go down there, and I knew I'd do some sort of coverage, but I actually got to do like the evening news anchor portion of our coverage from the Fall Festival with Rob Miles and our whole team.
I was about to say, did you work with my sweet Rob?
I worked with sweet Robert. I call him Robert. He's like, it's not even Robert. Robinson.
I love him.
I kept joking with him. I was like, Bob.
He's so good.
He was fantastic, and it is what am I trying to find the words here? It is kind of a monster to go down there and anchor,
especially when you're in the thick of it.
Yes,
it's a different vibe whenever you're in the morning versus like everybody's off work.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. Everybody's off work and off school.
Yeah.
And it's just like even more people
and
congregate.
You can just feel it happening. There's so much like what is going on behind me. You feel like a caged zoo animal when you're down there.
Yeah, even when I was off, I could feel like the energy shift of like,
yes.
And I mean, that's not a bad thing
not
at all.
Like
it's just a different
Gearing
monster.
Up.
I'm telling you.
Oh, there were scripts. There were and you know, you have no prompter when you're down there, which is totally fine because, you know, listen, we're professionals. We can handle it. But we need to know exactly like what this next coming out to us is going to be and what am I going to say? What do they need me to say? There were some scripts that I had to like memorize in my head.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize that. And then on top of it, you're dealing with just the pure amazing chaos that's going on around you.
Amazing chaos is a great way to put it.
That's right. The name of our debut album.
Absolutely.
When we drop that album, it'll be a great one to release to the masses. But no, it's funny because we also, on top of all that, and I'll wrap up, 2 more highlights, getting to meet our viewers, which I know that sounds so cliche, but genuinely, I got to meet some people. It's kind of lost on you that people really do watch. I got chicken and dumplings, a huge tenderloin the size of my head, which you will also
there's
see.
a picture on our Instagram.
I'm so glad you posted that. That's my new profile picture, I'm sure. And then I got my number one thing I was going to get before the week was over and it was all said and done was deep fried cookie dough.
Was it good? Our photojournalist
so
Ethan
good.
Shan was the one who really was singing its praises. So I was wondering.
Good. I didn't know he liked it too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I knew I liked him.
He's a great guy.
It's so good.
Hard
it's
worker.
Sickening. It's like but when you're done eating it, you're like, boof.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
So I would say, Aaron Weeks, you and I had a very successful.
We did have a fun time.
Reunited with the Fall Festival time for 14 News. What a reunion it was.
100%.
Well, moving on, let's talk about some local events that are not in the past. They're coming up. So we drop each episode of What's the Trend for you every single Friday. And so if you are tuning into this on Friday of this week, this is actually happening this weekend here for you. So comedian Gabriel Iglesias is coming to the Ford Center this weekend. He's going to be bringing a new lineup of performances for his The 1976 tour, A Fluffy Celebration. He goes by Fluffy. It's so funny.
I love it.
He's great. Organizers say that his show is at the Ford Center in Evansville, and it's actually going to include all brand new material, which if you're watching stand-up comedy, once you hear a joke, it loses its luster. So, important to note there. According to his spokesperson, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias is actually, I didn't realize this, one of the world's most successful stand-up comedians, and also, Aaron, one of the highest grossing touring comedians of all time. Put that into perspective.
That's nuts. It surprises me, but it also doesn't at the same time. When you really think about it, I'm like, that does make sense.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Love
100%.
That show is set for, like I said, tonight, Friday, October 17th. So if you're listening to this a few days after this Friday, I'm sure he'll be back in the area touring. So anyways, Aaron, we talked about local events. Let's move to movies now.
We don't really have any movie news, but this is kind of going to be our October theme for each other. So I was discussing with Casie, since it's spooky season,
of course,
and there's so many good like horror, scary movies out there. I had the idea that we would kind of pick a movie in the spooky realm that we have in each scene and give it to each other to watch and kind of review it back and see how scary it was.
That is a fantastic idea. Done.
I love a good horror movie. You're going to be hard-pressed to find one that I haven't seen, but you can do it. I know you can.
Okay. We'll have to go easy on me, all right?
100%.
And then so do we want to give our reviews in our Halloween episode coming up in a couple weeks? Or
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
So you're going to pick one for me.
Yes.
I'm going to pick one for you.
100%.
Any rules or stipulations?
No. Anything is off limits.
I like it. Let's go bold.
If
we're going to do this, let's go big.
All bets are off.
I was going to say, I love a good slasher movie, like with Freddy
too.
or, Michael Myers, Jason. The stuff I don't find it very Halloween-y, I guess, is the stuff that's like the paranormal, like devil stuff. Like, I don't like any of that.
But, I'm not going to give you The Exorcist to watch.
I was like, please don't make me watch like all 7 Saw movies.
No.
Okay,
you
I
gotta
like
have a
this
strong
list.
stomach for those.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Well, after eating the deep fried cookie dough at the Fall Fest, my stomach can handle anything.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is going to be exciting. I cannot wait to do that. Overall, count me in. Bring it on.
I knew you would be down. That's why I was like, let's do it.
Because I am, listen.
You're a team player too. Come on.
I mean, obviously. So, movie-wise, we will definitely recap that because we are going to do, although at this point they're like, we'll believe it when we see
absolutely.
it. But we promise. We're going to do here
If we're going to be in studio, we're going to do it.
It was really, we were going to get down there. It was a feat.
It would have been a great idea, but logistically, we just could not make it work.
Just, you know what? It's okay. It's like when an artist has to cancel an appearance.
It's like whenever Rihanna says she's going to have a new album soon.
She lies.
And then we're almost here 10 years later.
Again, it's on trend with us. 10 years later, here we are. So I tell you what, looking forward to that in our Halloween themed episode that we are going to have here coming up for you in 2 weeks. We're so excited about that.
I am too.
One.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be so much fun.
That'll be a good time. I still need to get my Halloween costume. But moving on now from movies to a little bit of, I guess we could consider this TV, these streaming shows now. I mean, if it has numerous episodes, I consider it a TV show. Are you ready?
I am.
Dearest gentle reader, we are pleased to confirm.
There it is. There it is.
That Bridgerton season 4 is arriving soon. Now, you'll get my joke and my impression if you are a Bridgerton fan. That's pretty good.
It's very Julian, like almost to a T.
Thank you so much. I worked on that for a
Love
while
it.
now. Thank you. So what we're talking about here is Bridgerton, of course. Love that show. Had to do my weird voice for you guys
Oddly
today.
enough, so
Why
do
not?
I.
Oh, it's so good.
My old roommate turned me on to it. I had heard of it, but then when it came out, we stayed up until 6 a.m. watching it.
You binged it, didn't you?
I did. The first
So
season,
good.
I was like, oh man.
It's not delicate. It's not this little frilly delicate show. It's got some like
you would think like
rough
like
around
just
the edges,
yes,
Yeah.
you would think like looking at it from like It's all about like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Amen. Yes. And it's definitely a love story, but it's got some like kind of good turns.
It does.
It's a great show. I mean, like, don't take our word for it if you haven't seen
Go
Bridgerton.
watch it.
My sister kept saying you need to watch this show, and I thought, oh, I don't know, it's like a old timey blah blah blah. And oh my gosh, I was hooked. And what I really love is they play like the classical style music to modern sons. So you'll hear some of your favorite songs in it. Love the ballroom scenes. Okay, so what I'm talking about here with Bridgerton. I apologize. Is we're so excited. They're back at it. This is going to be season 4. And what it looks like they're doing for this one, Aaron, is I think they're going to do another split season. So they did this last time to us. They made us wait. They released like the first 4 episodes. And then a couple weeks later, they released like the final 5 of that season. So they did that with Game of Thrones too. Yeah. So it's fine. We'll allow it. It kind of builds the suspense. The official release date, I suppose, the official release date of Bridgerton season 4, part 1 is going to be January 29th. And then I saw where part 2 is February 26th, the traditional month apart, like I said, that you usually see between first half of the show, second half. Now, you may recall, as Aaron and I were sitting here bragging about it, I mean, this show, Aaron, it gained massive global popularity on Netflix.
It was like number 1 streamed in every country.
Yeah.
Like, it's been one of their biggest shows, period.
Rightfully
that they've ever had.
Again.
And I mean, you know what? You got to give it up. It's Shonda Rhimes who created it.
Yes, that's exactly
She has
right.
Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice,
What a woman.
I mean,
can we get her on
How
the
to
podcast?
Get Away with Murder?
Oh.
Like, she is just.
Oh,
yeah.
She's got a lot under her belt.
She's got a lot of hits.
Yeah, a lot of hits. So again, it's like a Regency era romance drama. It takes place in like the ballroom, candlelit times. It is a romance drama, and I mean, it totally broke records when it first debuted in Netflix. It was 2020, so it was kind of during the pandemic, so we all got to just enjoy it
Which
at home.
I think was like a great time for people to release television. If I'm being honest, everybody's at home. You know, it wasn't an ideal time for us, but I think it really benefited new shows coming out.
And this shows my variety. Tiger King and Bridgerton, I watched those around the same time.
Girl, I
Speaking
forgot
of
about
that
Tiger
era,
King.
I know, didn't we all? Like, maybe it's best.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Free him. All right, so here we go. So you want to move to some music now?
Yes, absolutely. And some music news. The popular 90s band No Doubt is set to reunite at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
What?
Huge deal. The band, fronted by Gwen Stefani, announced that they're going to be playing a limited engagement this coming May. And their limited residency will mark the group's first run in 14 years, like as an extended tour. I mean, I know, like, I say tour loosely, but yeah, it's the first time in 14 years that they've done this periodically. They've kind of like reunited a few times, but this is a extended time. I'm very excited about it. One of my favorite bands, and you know, we'd previously talked about the Backstreet Boys being there, so it's kind of like the Sphere is a huge deal when it comes to nostalgia, in my opinion. And it's kind of the place to be now, which I think is so cool.
I know I told you earlier this week when we were talking about show ideas and you mentioned, No Doubt's going to be at the Sphere. And we kind of talked about some of the folks that have performed there. I said, it's kind of like a mini version. The honor that it is to be asked to play the Sphere is kind of like that of the honor of playing the Super Bowl. Like, you've made it.
Yes.
Not quite the Super Bowl, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we've had the Eagles, Backstreet Boys, No Doubt, Kenny Chesney. I mean,
in my mind, the classics.
The classics.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I think you can definitely enjoy anything there at the Sphere that you watch, but that will definitely be a good show.
100% agree.
Okay, Aaron, go buy some tickets. All right. I'll Venmo you later, I promise. So
yes, we got
all of our broken promises this week.
You know what? I love it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to make up for it. Yes, but we've got even more music news. The iconic rock band Def Leppard, they received their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We've been talking a lot about those. They've been given an hour.
I know, but I'm like, wait a minute now. I'm getting a little too generous here.
Absolutely, but you know, that happened last Thursday. The founding members, Joe Elliott and Rick Savage, spoke at the ceremony along with artist John Bon Jovi. Cool. And the band has sold more than 110 million albums worldwide. That's insane.
Yeah, that's hard to fathom.
Can you imagine?
No.
I mean, that's how many people listen to this.
Obviously. That's one album for every
listener. They can't get enough of
listener.
these faces, guys.
Also, it reminds me, our Walk of Fame star, any day now we're going to get asked, right?
Anytime.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Stand by.
Yes, but you know, they're most known for their like hits like Pour Some Sugar on Me and Hysteria, but I mean, I only know a few of their songs, but they are so like, when you hear rock music, they definitely come to mind.
Hair band, 80s, classic.
Absolutely.
Also, we've all been at a bar, couple drinks in, and heard Pour Some Sugar on Me come on.
Absolutely.
And busted out those dance moves.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Especially if it's like a small town bar.
Oh, it's always on. It's always there. Karaoke night.
Absolutely.
That Don't Stop Believin', Journey, another great classic.
What's another one? Sweet Caroline. All the white people songs.
Oh, of course.
That just like get them stirred up.
At least us Midwesterners, what can we say?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
You just kind of do it.
We still got a karaoke. We promised that 11 episodes ago.
We literally promised our first episode.
We love each other during our work day. I on the weekends, just crawl into my little hole of just.
You also have a child. This is the only child I have.
She keeps me from getting to do anything. So how dare she? No, truly, my husband's like, hey,
stop being so selfish.
How dare she need me to keep her alive? No, it's funny. But Aaron and I do have a night on the books soon. So Tri-State, if you see us out and about, we will sign autographs.
Absolutely.
But try to respect our privacy.
I will have a Sharpie on me in hand.
We'll have printed off headshots. Nobody
asked for black and white headshots of us.
Oh wait, let's go off track just for a minute. Yeah. You did get recognized at the Fall Fest.
That was odd.
How did that feel?
I was like, okay. My thought was like, wow, somebody actually listens to the podcast. That isn't our family member friend.
One of our people we're making listen to
I was giving out the 14 news bags, and they were like, I know you. And I'm like, of course, my mind always goes to.
Did we go to high school?
Yeah, I'm always like, what did I do?
Yeah, what did I do?
Because depending on what version of me you met, it could go one of two ways. But she was like, I was just like, where from? And she was like, oh, that show you do with Casie Mason.
And she got my name
right.
Wow.
She sure did.
Well, whoever you are, thank you.
Whoever you are, you
made us feel good this week. I tell you, I was at the Fall Festival. And of course, if you know my dad, he's local musician, great guy, friendly. I had more people come up to me, not to say, oh, hey, you're Casie Mason from the news. Nope. They're like, oh, hey, we know your dad. And hey, you know what? It's all right. We'll build from there, Aaron Weeks. Yes. We will build from there.
Such a Nepo baby.
Such a Nepo baby. I love that. I found out about that term the other day, which means that you are the child of a celebrity, and that's us. So here we are.
Honestly, that's both of us.
Okay, speaking of celebrities and getting, asked for autographs and probably getting bombarded by fans, and a global worldwide name, Miss Dolly Parton. Let's talk about her for a second. You ready to move on?
We've got to.
All right. I tell you what, the Spear will be great, no doubt. Woohoo. Let's go. Now, Dolly. We all know what's going on. This has been making headlines. She released that statement. It was like a video, but first of all, she released the most recent video, and it was titled "I Ain't Dead Yet." God, I love her. So let's recap here. The country superstar, she turned to her social media. This happened Wednesday, October 8th. She was following some public speculation about her health here, and she was scheduled to perform 6 shows over at the Coliseum, speaking of Vegas, at Caesar's Palace for her show. It was called Dolly Live in Las Vegas. This was going to take place in December. Well, her dates had to be moved to next year after she said that she was just having some health challenges and she needed a few procedures. You know where my mind goes. I'm like, what are we getting done now, Dolly?
Yeah.
We can't go up any more sizes, my girl. Well, anyways, the rumors.
Your back will give out.
Her back will totally give out. God love her. Well, the rumors started flying after. Of course, I mean, honestly, even I was like, because she's 79 years old.
We've kind of just, bypass that and forget that that's her age.
I know, truly.
Because she's in the game, still doing it. She's not slowing down.
Never.
I think that's why I forget how old she actually is, because she's still performing the way she always has, still has that voice.
And just sharp as
and
can
she
be,
knows how to put on a show.
It's like she's paused herself from age 50. It's like she hit pause, and that's where I continuously associate her with. It's hard to believe Dolly's gonna be in her 80s, because in my mind she's just timeless. Dolly just stands still in my mind. She just looks the same, acts the same, performs the same, like you said. So, and that's why I truly think when she made this post, she thought, oh, no big deal, just, hey, I'm postponing these shows, gonna have some health related things I need to take care of. But of course, us diehard fans, we were like, what's happening, Dolly? Then this is the part that got kind of muddy. Rumors started flying because her sister, Frida Parton, posted a Facebook post basically escalating all of our concerns, writing something along the lines of like, I have been up all night praying for my sister Dolly. Well, hours later, Frida Parton followed that with another post kind of clearing the air because a lot of people were like, oh no, if her sister's saying ask for prayers, it scared a lot of people. And so then her sister had to then go on and say, oh, hey, I want to clear something up. I didn't mean to scare everyone or make it sound really serious when asking for prayers for Dolly. She's just been under the weather and they're people of faith and they just, the power of prayer. So,
absolutely.
So the sister got involved and kind of messed things up. But that's okay. Dolly loves her sister.
Of course.
So now we all know that Dolly, of course, had to handle business herself. She said, oh my. So she gets on social media and posts a 2-minute long video, which have you seen it?
I have.
It's cute. She does like a one take, so you can't claim AI. She even says the date in it. And she kind of shows you where she's at. And she basically said something along the lines of, I'm not ready to die yet. I don't think God is through with me. I ain't done working. That's actually an exact quote. She also joked saying that, really this must be time for my 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not to my usual trip to see the plastic surgeon.
God, you know what?
She's so
I love that, though. You got to have a sense of humor.
I love her. So anyways, she said she appreciates all the prayers. She, will use a prayer anytime for anything. But Dolly just, clearing the air there after releasing the news that she was postponing shows. Then her sister kind of messed things up a little. Yeah. And then Dolly's like, all right, let me set the record straight. And boy, did she.
Yeah. I mean, what a national treasure she is. I think everybody, whether you love or hate country music, you love Dolly Parton.
You love Dolly Parton. There's nothing.
Everybody loves 9 to 5 at least.
She's just one of the icons of all time. She's Dolly. What more can you say? So I think she's going to be fine. I have no insiders in the Dolly Parton camp, but I have heard from radio shows and people that are close, they're like, she's fine. She just needs to get a few things done. And my goodness, she's
also, you need
79.
a break sometimes.
Yeah. Taylor, take a note.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to her in a minute.
Now, this next story here, we want to get to is on a more somber note.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, share this news sometimes in our entertainment show here that beloved actress Diane Keaton has died at the age of 79. Very sad.
That was shocking.
Me too. I was shocked when I saw this.
It was shocking to me.
It made me very, very sad.
Oh my gosh. She's in some of my favorite movies.
What she's been in.
Yeah. My favorite Christmas movie, The Family Stone.
That is. I forgot about that one.
I love that movie. We watch it as a family every year.
And do you cry every year? Because I sure do.
Oh my gosh. We get really emotional at the end.
We watched that one last year, come to think of it, and I was like, all right, gonna have to not watch this for another couple years.
I know, and that in The First Wives Club.
So good. I love her from Father of the Bride.
That's such a good one too. She's got Something's Got to Give.
That's my ultimate comfort movie. Something's Got to Give, Legally Blonde, and It's Complicated. She was not, but those are my three comfort movies. If you'll say
did I not block her in Legally Blonde?
She actually played Elle Woods. Reese Witherspoon got booted out. Sorry, Reese. But no, honestly, Diane Keaton could have been in Legally Blonde. She was that incredible. She was an Oscar-winning actress. Again, best known for some of her roles here. Annie Hall, like we mentioned, Father of the Bride, First Wives Club, Something's Got to Give, and The Godfather.
Yeah.
Gosh. She's survived by her 2 children, Dexter and Duke, and People magazine did confirm that she passed away in California on Saturday, October 11th. But here's the thing, Aaron, of course, there's been a lot of speculation. What exactly did she pass away from? What happened? All I could find at this point is just people that are close friends with her have just been kind of alluding that her health just took a quick turn in recent months. Some people saying she looked like she'd lost a lot of weight, was thinner, and that she and her family just really chose to keep things private. They said even longtime friends weren't fully aware that there were any health issues. So again, no official cause of death has been revealed, but just very sad to share that about her passing. I know it's hard to pivot from these stories to other stories, but anything else you want to add about Diane Keaton?
Nobody did a crash out in a movie like she did.
Amen. I agree.
She was so good.
I've said amen a lot this episode, but that time I really mean it.
Yes, no. I just adore her movies so much.
She will live on in her work in Hollywood.
That's the greatest part about, I feel like, somebody passing in Hollywood. They have a catalog of work you can go to. Exactly.
So we just wanted to share that news with you guys on the episode, from somber news to now some spicy news.
Spicy news, yes.
Take it away.
Well, this has happened a couple of weeks ago,
We're in
but
the thick
like
of it.
It was during Fall Fest, so we
Yeah.
couldn't talk about it. But Nicole Kidman.
So we're going to talk about it now.
Yes.
I said we have to talk about
We
this.
have to. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban announced that they're separating after 19 years of marriage. Keith and Nicole, they married in 2006. I completely couldn't believe it was that long ago, but they married in Australia and they have 2 daughters together. Now, obviously, I have to bring this up because, like, this was shocking news to me. I don't know about you, but this just kind of came out of nowhere.
Oh, it really?
I mean, for the general public,
Yeah.
probably not for them, but
I mean, 19 years.
19
That's
years.
a long time.
Yes.
I was
And they seemed
blown
so,
away.
like, in
They
love.
were?
Yeah.
I don't want to act like I know everybody in Nashville or anything, but I was down there for a good decade or so, and I've actually interviewed Keith Urban a couple of times.
I forget
And-
that he, like, does country. Is that true?
Yes, and that's exactly right. He's a big country music
An
star.
Australian
and,
that does country.
and they're both Australian. You forget about that too, that a Hollywood actress and a country music singer both come together, and they're both Australian. It's kind of
It's
funny.
crazy.
I suppose when he talks, you expect a Southern accent, and you're like, oh, wait, no, Keith Urban is Australian. So they had a home in Nashville, outside of Nashville in the Brentwood, Franklin area. They were constantly seen out, very normal, very happy couple. And I know that's like, well, anything can happen to anyone, but this one made me sad. I
Yeah.
root for this was one of those you just think, oh, they're good. We don't have to. They were never in the headlines.
No.
They did their thing.
They were
Nicole-
very private and
Yes.
just kind of not kept themselves fully, but, you know, supported each other.
Yeah.
And you just saw, like, joy and happiness between them. But,
And it's
you
never
know,
one of those
it's
situations
one
where
of those
one
things
person.
you never know what happens behind closed doors.
You don't. And they both had a thriving career. One or the
Mm-hmm.
other wasn't doing more, like, Keith's career has been on fire since he started, no stopping. And then you've got Nicole over here. She even had like more movies come out this year. So some of those movies were kind of a little bit racy.
Yeah,
There's a little speculation there.
Yeah.
And there's
See
been,
Baby Girl.
Go see Baby Girl. I saw the one with Zac Efron too. That was like, oh my.
yeah. I forget about
I don't
that
know if my
one.
husband would want me co-starring in a movie with Zac Efron, but you know what? Don't have to worry about that. So,
Wow.
also, I don't even want to get into this rumor mill, but there was something about his like bass guitarist and his band, and I don't know. It doesn't matter, but we will eventually find out what
will.
happened. We'll get to the bottom
Unfortunately
of
for them, these things do happen to
it.
come
They
out
do.
usually.
I tell you what, and even in just the non-Hollywood life, marriage is hard.
Marriage is tough.
So I hate that
Can't
they.
relate, but I'm sure
Yeah.
it's tough.
I mean, hey, I'm like, our marriage is going strong though.
It
Our
is.
co-host marriage, my work husband here.
Yes,
We've never been happier.
truly.
11 episodes in is basically like 11 years of marriage.
I
mean,
think so.
Truly.
Come on.
It does feel like forever since we
It does,
taped
but like
our first show.
it does.
It really does.
Because we did like a pilot episode for everybody like a month before we actually shot our first official episode.
That's crazy. Well, I will never, ever leave you.
Same.
We'll never separate.
No.
Although I do need you to sign a quick prenup.
Of
All
course.
right. Well,
And an
moving
NDA
on
on
here.
top of
Yes,
that.
if you don't mind, real quick. So anyways, moving on here to our next little bit of celebrity news. We're going to talk now about Taylor Swift briefly. Don't get mad at us. Don't turn the
No.
episode
Sorry,
off.
Chandler. It's just got to
know.
happen.
In case you guys are wondering, again, I think we've mentioned this before. Chandler is Aaron's sweet brother, and he keeps us in check because
Yes.
we don't want to
He
overdo
keeps us humble,
it.
I'll
He
tell you
does.
that.
Yeah, we love it for it. We love him for it. We're just going to briefly talk about the new album, though, because I mean it's kind of the biggest album in the world right now. But
Yes.
whether you like it or not, but no worries, Chandler. We respect your feedback and advice to not go too long on
Yes.
this. So the reviews are in, though, Aaron. The critics have spoke. Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, is receiving mixed reviews, as they do. But this one really hot and cold. I'm like, okay, do people think it's good? Do people think it's bad? It's been very down the middle. So some are just saying it, it hits all the marks versus some saying it lacks her usual sparkle. Of course, this is Swift's 12th studio album.
Nice.
You brought this up to me because we were just chit-chatting as friends do on the clock. We said, what do you think?
Why not?
I was like, I love it. I think it's great. And you're like, yeah, I'm seeing a lot online that's bashing it. So we
Yeah.
said, well, let's look into this.
Can I say something
for it.
on my soapbox?
Yes, you can
for
talk.
A minute?
I'll allow it.
Like, I am no Taylor Swift apologist whatsoever. I mean, I don't dislike her music. For a long period of time, I was like, I do not mess with this girl's music. I just don't.
Yes.
But I grew to appreciate her more as she released like her versions of the songs that she had before, and then I started to like newer songs. People were so easy to jump the gun of like, oh my gosh, this is her worst album ever. I'm like, guys, it has been out for
down.
24 hours and everybody's just bashing it.
I know.
And her fans. And I'm like, you got to touch grass. Like,
I agree.
And I will say it did not help that there has been an oversaturation of Taylor Swift, hence why on this podcast we have to apologize sometimes. I think, in my opinion, if she had released this January 1st, it would not have received this kind of reaction.
I think your take on everything you just said is spot on. I agree with you on everything, which again, obviously, that's why we're best friends. But no, I think that it was a little bit
It was
fast.
soon.
There's just always something going on.
I mean, she just got engaged. There was just a lot
Wrapped
going
up the
on.
tour. I mean, just been a lot. And I think it's one of those things where this person needs, I mean, she has a ton of money, ton of fame, biggest superstar in the world. It's kind of like, why? But I think she just genuinely loves putting out music. And it's almost like everyone just calm down.
Calm down. And you know what? She really did like do it in a respectful way. Like, I don't know how to put it, just kind of responded to the criticism.
In her Taylor way.
Yes, in her Taylor way of just like, I love it. It's my art. It's up for interpretation.
Yes.
And I think that's the only way you can really do it.
I think the Aaron Weeks breakdown that we just had here on the show was that of just pure master. I mean, that is exactly what my brain would like to say. What can he say, folks? He's here all week. So
I truly am here all week.
He's truly a mastermind, which is a Taylor Swift song.
Is it?
It is.
See, it tells you everything I need to know.
You need to calm down. Another Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
I just love, it's just music.
I
love everyone's hot take on stuff.
And I mean,
terrible.
like, again, I'm not an apologist whatsoever. And I'm not a huge fan, but like when an artist that I know and love comes out with like not so great music at first, you kind of have to grow into it. Like Reputation, everybody hated that album when it came out. And now everybody loves it. I think it's going to be like one of her quote cult classics, even though it's like the most streamed album right now.
She is Taylor Swift.
She's Taylor Swift.
And she kind of in line with this part of the show where we're talking about the people that like the album, the people that don't. She then gets online to tie this all with a bow. She gets online and she said, good either way. If my name and my album are in your mouth this week, I'm doing something right. So
that's
again,
the businesswoman.
That's our business Taylor. That's the Taylor I like most, more than the music or anything. I just love, she's my age, and I just love to see kind of what she does when she handles things, and she always just is a rock star.
100%.
So yeah, basically, I will say though that the Rolling Stones gave it 5 stars. That's really all we need to know.
There you go.
The Rolling Stones, they love Taylor.
Yeah.
So yeah, whether you are a Taylor fan or not, there's a little recap on some of that trending news, because indeed it is.
It is.
So yeah, you can get in on that argument or stay out of it. So he's like, it's okay. No, it's a good topic either way. It gets people either way. People are talking about it, and that's what our show is all about.
Absolutely.
It's definitely trending. So I tell you what, we're getting towards the end of our show, and that is where we go into our sports segment. Usually Aaron and I, we struggle like, okay, what can we talk about sports wise? We want to be, like genuine and knowledgeable, and we didn't have to force
break it down
week.
as much as we can. Listen, I've said it once, I'll say it again.
Yes.
Not our niche, but we're going to do it when we can.
And here's the thing. This week, this was the easiest sports segment we've ever had to go over, because we're just going to get right into it. This one's about Jackie Young.
Of course.
My goodness. Of course. Just to remind you guys, not about us, but we are both from Princeton, Indiana, which is where Jackie graduated from, where our town is so proud of her.
Yes, we are. Just a girl from Princeton.
Just a girl from Princeton. That's what they say about us. But here's the thing. I will say a little beef with Jackie here. We really wanted our name on that welcome sign, the hometown.
Where's my statue?
Where is our statue, guys? I think knowing Jackie, who is the sweetest, most humble human,
she's so humble.
She'd add their names to the list too. So we're proud of you.
She's such a humble person.
She's
if you
wonderful.
watch any of her interviews,
she's fantastic.
She's
so
like,
cool.
It's a team effort, and I don't know if I would be the same.
I know.
way.
I'd be like, I did everything. Thank you. No.
I would be like, oh, it's such a team effort, and then give a wink to the camera.
But really, we all know who the star is.
Yes.
I love Jackie. I love love that when you enter our town, her name is rightfully so on that welcome to Princeton, Indiana. We've got a street named after her as you go into the new high school. I think it's like Jackie Young Way.
Yep.
And we love you, Jackie. So let's recap sports this week with our girl. This is easy to do. Jackie Young wins the WNBA championship again. So Jackie won her third WNBA championship with her team, and this is after she set a new record, scoring 21 points in a quarter during the WNBA finals. Young helped the Las Vegas Aces polish off a sweep of the Phoenix Mercury. She averaged more than 20 points per game during the series, and of course staked her place as a key member of what they're calling this the Aces dynasty now at this point, as they should. Jackie's resume at just 28 years old is already stacked. I mean, she played at Notre Dame. She was the number 1 overall pick of the 2019 draft. That's when things really started, like, oh my, like she is a household name in sports. And she's also been named like 4-time All-Star and 2-time All WNBA selection. Just the list goes on and on. But yeah, there's no words to describe how proud we are, but it's also really easy to be proud of her because she's such a good role model in person, so humble, so modest, such a hard worker, and she's really funny too.
Yeah,
I love Jackie.
I've never met her, but I'm sure I've heard nothing but good things about her.
My claim to fame is I really was like, I don't know if she knows who I am. Like I knew her. I was a little bit older. She played like with my cousin and stuff when they were younger. They'd always play basketball. And of course, we all just kind of know. It's a small town. Like we all kind of know each other, but I don't want to sit here and say like, oh, we hang out all the time.
Right.
Although, Jackie, if you ever want to hang out,
come stop by the show.
We'd be happy to go to see a show at the Sphere and then come hang out with you. And
oh my gosh, she is in Vegas.
I know. And Tom Brady owns her team, and Tom Brady's constantly like sharing posts. I mean, Jackie's made it. She's go. Made it. So here's the thing. Like she and I were like Instagram friends. I guess that counts. And she'll like stuff sometimes. And I'm just like, that is so like, it just reminds you that she is just a girl from Princeton, Indiana. So Jackie, thank you for making me feel cool. And Aaron and I just want to both say how proud we are. And my goodness, what's next?
Look at all of the successful people that have come from Princeton.
Oh, look at us go. Tell you what, on that note.
I say with sarcasm.
We say with pure sarcasm.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Here we are
doing
it, though. We're all doing our best.
It.
That's right. And let's move on now. Yeah. I'll let you take this next one away. This is our,
my mom actually is the one who is like, you need to talk about this.
Yay. We love
Felicia.
Her so
we love
much.
Her.
She's fantastic.
She's
also
great.
Another person that I'm like, oh my gosh, like
you would love each other.
I feel like it's cool that she knows who I am.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw her, I was like, that is the most gorgeous woman. She walked into our county and has just been, killing it ever since. We love you, girl. And your son.
The Jackie O of Princeton.
The Jackie O of Princeton. And hey, thank you for your son.
Yeah.
I mean, truly.
Does that make me the
what a gift.
The Carolyn Kennedy?
Always.
I love.
And that just makes me Tiger King.
Yes. Love.
We've come full circle. All right. Finally, here in our last bit of sports news. Aaron, I talk a lot. I'll let you take it away.
A little bit of national sports news. Indiana University defeated the number 3 ranked team in football, Oregon, over the weekend.
Cool.
And the Hoosiers replaced the Ducks as the number 3 team in the Associated Press poll this week. Huge deal.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're not exactly known for their football.
Nope.
They're known for their basketball. But this is huge because it's the highest ranking Indiana program in history.
That's incredible.
Yes. Sports officials say the Hoosiers have not beaten a top 5 team ranked since 1967.
Oh my gosh. Not 1997, 1976. No, the numbers are 1967. Golly. And that's when they defeated then number
Purdue.
3 Purdue.
And they were, so number 3 again.
My goodness. So congratulations. It's a good time to be a Hoosier.
Truly.
From the state of Indiana. My family, of course, huge IU fans. I know my sister and my parents and everybody, they were posting about the game and all that. And just kind of how monumentous, is that the right word? Monumental. I meant monumental. Oh, guys, listen, Doug, I get up at 2 a.m., all right? Give me a minute. Words are hard. How monumental. Thank you. I knew that wasn't right. How big of a deal.
We can here.
How big of a deal is what I'm trying to say.
You guys try getting up at that time every day.
Gosh, I'm tired, all right? Big words are hard. They know not to give me the big words in the prompter. No. Anyways, yes, thank you. Monumental. Let's just go with Yeah, it's a really big deal. Congrats, Hoosiers. We love it.
Yes,
I've tailgated, but I've never actually like been into, see the football. Now, we were big basketball fans. So I went to a ton of basketball games.
I went to a basketball game recently.
Recently?
Yeah.
How was that at Assembly Hall?
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun, actually, because, my dad was a basketball coach, so I at least understand what's going on. I was born into it, so I just kind of can at least follow the game. I can actually watch it and not be like, what's happening? Because if I'm watching football, sorry guys, I have no clue what's going on.
The same way.
I know a few things, but I'm like, why did they throw a flag? What was the big deal? They're supposed to be hitting each other.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Let's turn on a Diane Keaton movie and call it a day here.
Hello.
Truly, we know where we are.
Like just cut on to like wait until the halftime show and then be like, okay, we're done.
The best part of the NFL for me is the halftime show, which we talked about a couple episodes back. But yeah, it's always good to recap some easy sports stories like that. So
keyword easy,
hitting home. So I tell you what, from celeb news, from breakups to movies, music, sports, all of it, local events happening here. Thank you guys for, riding along with us on this show.
Absolutely. I'm so happy that we get to continue this into the double digits. It's been so much fun.
It's wild. We do put a lot of work into it because we don't just want to cover one topic. We try to cover all of those things for you guys
as much
show.
as we can.
And boy, is it fun.
It is fun. But thank you again for listening or watching.
You're better at telling people where they can catch us.
I mean,
Take it away.
It's just kind of like ingrained into the brain now, but you can find us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. We put this on YouTube. We put our full edited with videos on our website. Make sure you check that out, 14news.com, under our podcast tab.
You can watch me drop things and bump things into the microphone.
You know what? It happens. It's more authentic that way.
That's right. We're live. Let's do it. Not really. We are not live.
Oh my gosh.
No, truly, if you listen to the episode, that's great. That's typically what I do.
Me too.
But what's nice is if you actually, go to 14news.com or the YouTube, Erin each week edits some of the things. Like if we're talking about Dolly Parton or whatever, you're going to see some videos.
You're going to see her actual video this week.
So, well, I tell you what, that's all I got for this week's episode.
Same here.
All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us for episode 11 of
What's the Trend?
We'll see you next time.